Good morning, and welcome to the inaugural 2024-2025 Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program Summit. We are so glad you are here to celebrate a powerful group of entrepreneurs who are shaping the future of retail, agriculture, and community impact. My name is Evie Flaw, and I'll be your host for today's event. Now, let me take a moment to share what today is all about and what you can expect. The Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program is a competitive leadership and venture development experience designed to support retail entrepreneurs from historically underserved communities, particularly those transforming agricultural inputs into high-value products or working directly within agriculture. Throughout the program, these inspiring founders have received intensive training and mentorship, all designed to accelerate their growth and scale their ventures. These founders are launching and growing businesses rooted in tradition and innovation, transforming their communities one product, one job, and one bold idea at a time. Today, you'll hear directly from a selection of 15 founders grouped into 3 impact areas. And to kick off today's summit, I'm excited to introduce someone who has led this program with heart, clarity, and deep commitment. Our incredible program manager, Lizzie Monroe. Lizzie has played a pivotal role in supporting each founder along the way, ensuring this program was not only highly impactful, but human-centered as well. Lizzie, the mic is yours.
Thanks, Evie, and hi, everyone. I'm Lizzie Monroe, and I've had the incredible honor of leading the 2025 Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program over the past 16 weeks. From our very first session, I could feel the strength of this group, not just in the ideas and products they're building, but in the way that they show up for each other. From day one, they asked thoughtful questions, lifted each other up, shared resources and real feedback, and turned what could have easily been an isolated virtual experience into something that felt deeply connected and real. There's something really special about a group where collaboration happens not just in theory, but in action, and you see this taking place in lifetime. I'm thinking about how so many of you co-hosted base camps together, or how often we got to see your products sitting side by side. And of course, moments of collaboration that will extend beyond this program, like Selena and Belle joining forces to create a new blended tea. That's what this program's all about, not just business growth, but also growing in community. Founders, you've shown up consistently, 2, many times 3 times a week for 4 months. And I know that wasn't easy. Many of you were juggling family, full-time jobs, late-night packaging, early morning fulfillment, and still you kept showing up, not only for your own ventures, but for each other. Your commitment, creativity, and generosity give me so much hope for the future of retail. I want to close with a reminder. This group is not just a moment in your journey. I hope it's part of your foundation. Stay connected with each other. Keep sharing your wins, your new launches, your struggles, your resources. And to everyone else here today, keep an eye on these founders. Follow their work, keep an eye out for their products, and tell your people about them. Because they're not just retail ready, they're reshaping it. Congratulations again to this cohort, and thank you for letting me be part of your journey. It's been a true honor.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. Now that we're grounded in the vision of today's summit, let's dive into our first theme of the day: food, agriculture, and access. A focus area that celebrates food innovation, cultural preservation, and expanding equitable access to nutritious, sustainable food, particularly in communities with the highest documented levels of wealth inequality. The 5 founders you are about to meet are transforming the way we grow, prepare, share, and experience food, from microgreens to tamales and everything in between. They're pushing boundaries, honoring heritage, and creating lasting impact in their communities through the power of food. Up first, we have Naomi Tolbert, founder and CEO of Goddess Good Food. Naomi is a food entrepreneur revolutionizing frozen meals with bold, gluten-free cauliflower crust pizzas. Using sustainable agriculture to deliver high-quality products, she has achieved a 300% revenue increase and is also dedicated to empowering young, underrepresented food entrepreneurs through her Youth Roots program. Through her passion, she is building a brand that brings wellness, culture, and access to every table. Naomi, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. So glad to be here. My name is Naomi Tolbert, and my company is called Goddess Good Food. We believe in good food that's good for you. So I am the founder and CEO of Goddess Good Food. We offer frozen gluten-free cauliflower pizzas and are based in Chicago, Illinois. We believe everyone deserves access to good food that is good for them, and Goddess Good Food is reimagining frozen pizzas to be bold, authentic, nutritious, and better for you without compromising flavor or experience. Let's face it, most frozen pizzas are packed with preservatives, processed ingredients, and empty calories. Health-conscious consumers, especially vegetarians, flexitarians, and gluten-free eaters, are often forced to choose between convenience and nutrition. There's a growing demand for clean label, flavorful, plant-forward meals that satisfy without the guilt. Today's consumers, especially millennials and Gen Zs, are actively seeking convenient options that align with their health goals, dietary needs, and values. The plant-based food product market is projected to surpass $75 billion globally by 2030, and in the U.S., frozen pizza market alone is on track to exceed $10 billion annually. Yet the frozen aisle remains crowded with overly processed, bland options that fall short of the modern nutritional standards. People are hungry, literally and figuratively, for meals that deliver bold flavor, real ingredients, and feel-good nutrition. Goddess Good Food fills the gap with vibrant, nutrition-rich cauliflower crust pizzas that are gluten-free, plant-forward, and made to truly satisfy. Goddess Good Food is meeting the demand for health-conscious, plant-forward meals with our chef-crafted, gluten-free cauliflower pizzas. Each SKU is packed with flavor and nutrition, designed for busy people who crave satisfying meals made from real, whole ingredients. Picture this, the wild goat. It's wild mushrooms, goat cheese, spinach, red onion, drizzle of honey. The roasted chicken, it features savory, plant-based roasted chicken, roasted peppers, onion, garlic, and spinach. And let's not forget the ultimate, a bold meatless meat lovers pizza loaded with plant-based sausage and pepperoni, roasted peppers, onion, garlic, and olives. These are thin crust pizzas with an upscale home-style twist, indulgent but rooted in wellness. Who says clean eating can't taste this good? Since our launch, we've grown 300% in 1 year, expanding into local grocers, farmers markets, and chain retailers across Chicago. This year alone, we've generated over $14,000 in sales and more to come. Our pizzas don't just taste good, they support better eating habits in communities that often lack access to nutritious, ready-made options. We're also developing Youth Roots, an initiative to mentor young food entrepreneurs from underrepresented backgrounds because access and empowerment go hand in hand. What excites me most isn't just the numbers, it's the real connection we're building. Our customers aren't just buying pizza, they're buying into a mission that reflects their lifestyle and values. They tag us in meals, share with family, and tell us how seen they feel. They authentically showing up in markets, events, and online is creating trust. Retailers are noticing not just the product, but the community we're building around food that nourishes body and soul. That's the foundation for long-term loyalty and impact as we grow. Our vision is to become the go-to name for plant-forward frozen meals, starting with pizza and scaling across the Midwest and beyond. With the right partners and investments, we can make healthy, delicious food accessible at scale. Goddess Good Food began from lived experience. I started selling baked goods in Hyde Park during the pandemic, hustling through ghost kitchens and direct consumer sales. Along the way, I noticed a growing need, especially among women, for flavorful, better-for-you comfort food. That inspired our cauliflower crust pizzas. What began as a pivot became a purpose, to create bold, nourishing meals that empower. Our mission goes beyond food. We're building an inclusive brand rooted in wellness, culture, and community. We're seeking funding, mentorship, and retail partnerships to grow our manufacturing capacity, expand distribution, and build brand awareness. With the support of our business, we can redefine our operations, enhance marketing, and bring Goddess Good Food to more freezers and more families. Visit our website for store locations to learn more about how to purchase. Thank you for considering Goddess Good Food. We're not just redefining frozen pizzas, we're making wellness easier, tastier, and more inclusive for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Naomi. Up next, please welcome Chef LaToya Larkin, founder of Black Girl Tamales. Chef LaToya Larkin is an award-winning culinary disruptor, best-selling author, and founder of Black Girl Tamales, a soul food fusion brand redefining tradition with bold flavor and cultural storytelling. From classrooms to kitchens, she's built a national movement that honors heritage, emphasizes sustainable sourcing, sparks innovation, and proves that impact can be served one tamale at a time. Chef LaToya, take it away.
I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. Black Girl Tamales is gourmet fusion curated tamales by Chef LaToya Larkin when the south of the border meets southern comfort soul food. My journey started in a southern kitchen filled with soulful jazz and old school R&B, rolling tamales with my grandmother at the young age of 8 as she taught me how to cook. Years later, I disrupted the tamale industry with the birth of fusion tamales, realizing our stories belong in every bite. Starting unexpectedly pre-COVID, I didn't know that I would birth a concept that would change the tamale industry, blending two polar opposite cuisines into one unforgettable bite. This right here, collard green and smoked turkey, our #1 seller. We are a band, so we create handcrafted tamales that tell stories of innovation, resilience, and disruptiveness by blending Southern flavors with traditional masa. Our vision is to reclaim and re-image food spaces that celebrate Black culture, creativity, entrepreneurship by creating our own seat at the table. We don't just sell food, we sell an experience. Our tamales feature bold and soulful feelings, such as, again, the collard green and smoked turkey, our #1 seller, oxtail, smothered pork chop. Every tamale is folded with care, crafted with history, and seasoned with pride. Our customers love us because we connect them to the heritage and the flavors in every bite, whether at a farmer's market or pop-ups. Through our growing line of frozen tamales, we're committed to sourcing locally, supporting Black farmers, and nurturing the community wealth. It's more than food. Black Girl Tamales is an economic empowerment. We're mission-driven. Our impact is by educating the next generation of Black and brown chefs. Every tamale sold supports jobs, Black-owned farms, and reclaiming narratives, by celebrating cultural fusion as an act of inclusion and not the erasure of untold stories. We are seeking distribution for placement in regional grocery stores and commercial food service institutions, funding to scale the operation, and a flagship kitchen to train our next generation of Black and brown entrepreneurs. So come on, let's join the movement. When you support Black Girl Tamales, you're not just supporting a product, but you're investing in a movement. Let's change the world one tamale at a time. Thank you for your time. I am Chef LaToya Larkin. I can be reached at my contact information here, Black Girl Tamales, all things social media. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef LaToya. Now, let's hear from Bryant Williams, founder and CEO of Hardcore Peanut Butter. Bryant is making plant-based nutrition more accessible with superfood-enriched, protein-packed spreads made from sustainably sourced ingredients like blueberries, coconut oil, and agave. With over 15 years of experience in the consumer packaged goods industry, Bryant is driving innovation, health, and inclusivity across grocery shelves and beyond. Bryant, the mic is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming today. My name is Bryant Williams. I am the founder and creator of Hardcore Peanut Butter. By degree, I'm a chemical engineer from Purdue University. I've worked for top companies like Colgate-Palmolive and General Mills. With my experience in procurement, R&D, and supply chain, I've launched more than 300 items into the market and experience with over 500 different raw materials. Health and wellness is deep for me. As a retired D1 track athlete and USA powerlifter, I always looked for the best food that gave me the most energy for the optimum performance. And one of those foods that I held dear was peanut butter. Looking at the industry right now, they're making all the wrong things and all the wrong choices, loading it full of different sugars, different types of chemicals, and seed oils. These things are just bad for you. Looking at the consumer data, just based off of spins, I could see that this wasn't just something that I was noticing. Consumers are still looking for a high demand of protein, functional health benefits, along with sugar alternatives. And so I had an idea. What if we added superfood ingredients to it? We added blueberries, which are a great source of antioxidants, coconut oil, which supports cognitive health, and agave as a natural plant-based sweetener. We took those three ingredients and came out with three fun flavors. Our standard flavor, a version with coffee from Colombia, and then a bourbon flavor, which has hints of cinnamon and vanilla. Tastes absolutely amazing, all three of them. Beyond this, we do have other items in our pipeline to address C-stores for grab-and-go pouches, as well as go after bulk food service options. Looking at how we compare into the market, focusing on other nut butters that are focused on the premium nut butter space, we can see that we're well priced to be competitive with them. On a high-tier standpoint, we have margins to be healthy and show that we're a company that's being set for growth. We're going after health-conscious consumers, people that are looking for better-for-you type food items, as well as we're trying to carve out the space to be the go-to athletes and fitness enthusiast peanut butter. And what's even more exciting beyond what we're doing today, we do have plans in the future to develop the first ever allergen-free peanut butter. More to share later. In order to expand our vision, we're going to be focusing on retail stores, the natural grocery chains, nutrition shops, and fitness specialty stores. We're going to bolster this with a strong e-commerce subscription model and then do a unique customer loyalty program. Imagine different types of swags and fun branded events like parties. In order to build this company to the scale that it needs to be, we built a robust supply chain, making sure that we had ethical suppliers and making sure that we adhered to strong quality practices. We have a global supply chain, and it all starts with purchasing ingredients from around the world, working with our co-packer out in California, and then shipping to Minnesota for further distribution. As you can see here, we've got a number of different accounts that we currently have, and we're still looking to continue to expand and grow and test in different locations. Not only are we in your local co-ops and Hy-Vee stores, we're also continuing to test and sell on social media platforms, doing pop-up farmers markets, and in local breweries. This is a big effort, and I can't do it by myself. I've got an amazing team that's supporting me with this. In total, there's more than 200 plus years of experience working with top companies like Ghost, Dr. Pepper, Starbucks, and Heinz. We have built the team to have the strongest foundation that has experience to take this brand to scale and market. What are we seeking today? We want a hyper-focused store test. We want to be engaged with specific key buyers and stakeholders to tell them more about what we're working on and our vision for the future. We'd like for you to help slot Hardcore Peanut Butter into select stores, specifically in the Minnesota or California regions. And if none of these apply to you, you can simply help by following us on social media. I've shared a lot of information with you guys today, but the most important thing that's missing is you. We need followers, we need supporters to help us on our journey. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you, Bryant. Next, we turn to Quandra Gray, founder of What the Sprout. Quandra is a social entrepreneur and STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, educator, tackling food insecurity through agricultural literacy. She empowers communities to grow their own food, promoting sustainability and healthier eating through microgreen education. Her work uses microgreens as a starting point to spark deeper engagement with agriculture, from home growing to school gardens and community farms. Quandra, the mic is yours.
Hi, I'm Quandra Gray, founder of What the Sprout, a social enterprise that empowers kids, families, and communities to grow their own food at home, starting with microgreens. The world is waking up to the power of growing fresh, nutritious food at home, and microgreens are leading that movement. The global microgreens market is valued at over $1.5 billion and continues to rise, fueled by their incredible nutritional value and versatility. Once seen as a garnish, microgreens are now becoming a household staple for families seeking quick, healthy homegrown solutions. Yet while the market grows, many communities are still left behind. My passion for this work is deeply personal. I grew up on the west side of Baltimore, where corner stores didn't sell fruits or vegetables, just chips, sugary drinks, and other processed foods. Like a lot of kids around me, I learned early that feeling full mattered more than feeling nourished, because that was the only choice we had. But this isn't just my experience, it's a widespread crisis. According to the 2018 Baltimore Sustainability Report, 23% of children in Baltimore live in food deserts or high food priority areas. Nearly 1 in 3 kids grow up without access to the basics they need to thrive. It's 2025, and the fact that food insecurity still exists proves one thing. It's time we stop waiting for solutions and start growing them ourselves. And here's the question we all need to ask. Have we forgotten how to grow our own food? Do we know how to sow a seed, nurture it, and harvest it? Skills that have always meant the difference between hunger and abundance. At What the Sprout, we believe that knowing how to grow food isn't a pastime. It's a life skill with a path to well-being and a way to build stronger, more resilient communities. We teach families how to reclaim this knowledge and put their hands back in the soil, even if they never planted anything before. Through workshops, school programs, and community events, we make growing food simple, joyful, and accessible. Alongside our services, we offer our flagship product, What the Sprout Microgreen Starter Kit, a sleek, beginner-friendly grow system that produces fresh, nutrient-dense greens in just 7 to 10 days. And with every kit sold, we donate smaller kits to underserved families through our outreach, ensuring that no one is left behind on the journey to health and self-reliance. So far, we've run over 40 educational events across Maryland, partnered with 3 library systems, and executed 2 government contracts, served over 400 community members, and generated over $21,000 in revenue through direct kit sales and community partnerships. And here's the part that moves me most. Children who may never have known where their food comes from now know how to grow and share it because of What the Sprout. But Baltimore is just the beginning. We're building a digital platform to reach a global audience, so every child in every corner of the world has a chance to grow food and a brighter future. We're seeking a mission-aligned partner to sponsor grow kits and workshops for underserved communities. Your support will directly empower families with skills to grow fresh, healthy food at home, building wellness, resilience, and stronger communities where it's needed most. Together, we can grow a product with purpose and a movement with measurable life-changing impact. Let's grow a future where every child knows how to plant a seed, nurture it, and harvest, not just for food, but for wellness, resilience, and community, starting with your support.
Thank you, Kwandra. And for our final pitch in the Food, Agriculture, and Access segment, we cannot forget about our furry friends. Please welcome Kadisha Claiborne, founder and CEO of Francis and Bees Pets. Kadisha offers 100% organic, plant-based dog treats made with simple, sustainably sourced ingredients that support pet wellness. Inspired by the loss of her beloved family dog, Mister, she set out to create healthier, plant-based treat options for pets. Through her handmade treats, Kadisha empowers wellness-minded pet parents to nourish their pups with joy, purpose, and ingredients they can trust. Kadisha, the floor is yours.
Hey everyone, I'm Kadisha Claiborne, and I am the founder and CEO of Francis and Bees Pets, which is a plant-based pet treat business based here in Arizona. Welcome today to my presentation. So here's the truth. 52% of pet parents are searching for healthier options for their dogs, and 70% care about environmental impact of those products they choose. But most treats, they're still packed with preservatives, fillers, and stuff you wouldn't feed yourself, let alone your dog. So now, if you're wondering why I care so much, it's because of a pup named Mister that you see here. You won't really see his face here, but you should know he changed our lives. He was my husband's childhood pet and quickly became our best fur bud. I didn't grow up with pets because my mom's allergic. She's allergic to most animals, really. But Mister made me get it. He taught me how to have a deep bond and connection with pups. So when we lost him, it truly broke us. And it's also lit a fire in me. I wanted to honor him by creating something better, something that celebrates dogs like him with joy, health, and love. Francis and Bee's Pet started with a promise to him, and that's why I take this so personally. At Francis and Bee's Pets, we do it differently. Our treats are 100% organic, plant-based, free of preservatives, fillers, and common allergens. They're made by hand, yours truly, in small batches with fresh ingredients and even more real love. We bridge the gap between fun and function, so your dog can have a cake that's adorable but also easy on the tummy. This isn't just about snacks. It's about trust, wellness, and celebrating the pups that make our whole lives. Let's talk business. The U.S. pet treat market is worth $11 billion, and it's growing fast. More than 65% of households have at least one dog, and more pet parents are choosing products that reflect their own values: clean, sustainable, thoughtful. I've been featured on local news stations, I sell it at the farmers markets every weekend, and I've built a loyal plant-based powered pet community all over, and trying to stay true to what really matters. This market is real, and we're just getting started. I want to thank you for your time today. Thank you for your ears, and most of all, for loving dogs the way we do. This is my dog niece, Gigi. She joined me at Fox News last year and absolutely stole the show. This brand is for her. It's for your dog. It's for every fur baby who deserves more than just a treat. With Francis and Bee's Pets, we're not just baking snacks, we're making moments. And I thank you today for your time. Bye.
Thank you, Kadisha. Now, I'm excited to pass the mic to someone who has been instrumental in bringing this summit to life, our incredible programs coordinator, Cynthia Campos. Cynthia, take it away.
Thank you, Evie. I'm honored to guide you through our next theme, beauty, skincare, and ritual, a focus area that blends plant-based innovation, clean beauty, and ancestral wisdom to empower holistic wellness. The founders you're about to meet are building products that are not only good for you, but also deeply rooted in culture, identity, purpose, and community-centered impact. First, please welcome Jolena Stewart, founder and CEO of Love Energy Nature. Jolena is merging ancestral plant wisdom with modern science to create topical supplements that address chronic skin conditions and nutrient deficiencies, particularly within underserved Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities. Through her farm-to-skin model and regenerative practices, she is redefining clean beauty while building a healing ecosystem that nourishes skin, spirit, and soil. Jolena, the stage is yours.
Hi, I'm Jolena Stewart, and I'm the founder of Love Energy Nature, an herbal skincare manufacturer catering to the needs of BIPOC individuals with sensitive skin and eczema. I want you to picture this. It's a sunny Saturday morning. You head to your favorite store to buy a new pair of shoes. You try on pair after pair only to realize that they don't carry your size. Now you're faced with a choice. Do you leave empty-handed or do you settle and sacrifice comfort? That's exactly how I felt shopping for skincare. Nothing on the shelves was a good fit for my skin. I have eczema and allergies, and every product I used was ineffective and filled with harsh chemicals. Unfortunately, I'm not alone. Globally, 1 in 3 people suffer from dermatitis or skin inflammation. In the US, over 71% of adults report having sensitive skin. And BIPOC individuals, we're hit the hardest but ignored the most. Despite a $78.5 billion herbal skincare market, there is a huge gap in products designed for the unique needs of BIPOC skin, forcing us to choose between harmful products, DIY projects, or no products at all. These choices led me to a health crisis that inspired me to start crafting my own solutions using ingredients found in my kitchen. Somewhere between experiments and soap explosions, I found a passion and relief. I made more products than I could use, and I gifted extras to family and friends, who became my first customers because they were facing the same issues with commercial skincare. That journey led me to starting a farm in the Pocono Mountains where we use aeroponics to sustainably grow herbs for a wide range of products. Our MVP, Avo Cream, is more than just a moisturizer. It's a topical magnesium supplement blended into a versatile formula. Now, as a busy mom and entrepreneur with ADHD, I needed an unforgettable and seamless way to integrate wellness into my hygiene routine. So our proprietary formula delivers a vital nutrient that supports sleep, digestion, eases pain, nourishes skin, and so much more. It's one product with multiple solutions, and with a 90% profit margin, it is as effective for business as it is for the body. Our core customers are BIPOC women aged 25 to 55, especially Black women, who manage both personal and family health. They hold $1.6 trillion in buying power but are underserved by skincare brands. We aim to support the millions who face underdiagnosis for skin conditions and are left searching for over-the-counter solutions. In doing so, we are redefining what skincare looks like for people who have been overlooked for too long. We've proven demand through direct-to-consumer sales with international orders, strong traction at pop-up events, and many strategic partnerships. Since our launch, we've made over $30,000 in sales, maintain a 40% customer return rate, and have 0 product returns, all while breaking even and reaching profitability. But for us, it's bigger than skincare. Here in northeastern Pennsylvania, 1 in 10 people face food insecurity due to poverty and lack of transportation access. That's why we've launched the I Grow Initiative, a community food justice program providing fresh produce and wellness education. Because what you put in your body impacts what shows up on your skin. Looking ahead, we're expanding into retail shelves. And long-term, we're planning to drive research into dermatitis within the BIPOC community because right now, the numbers do not reflect our reality. Medical neglect and lack of targeted studies lead to underdiagnosis and poor care. We're currently seeking $25,000 in funding to scale production, branding, marketing, and adding staff. If you're not in a position to fund, you can still support us by following our journey on social media, sharing our story, and helping us to grow this movement rooted in wellness, equity, and self-love. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jolina. Next, let's hear from Cora Lina Avelar, co-founder of Origine. Cora transforms agricultural botanicals like hibiscus and jasmine into premium handcrafted beauty products, blending cultural authenticity with proven efficacy. Rooted in her family's herbal knowledge and Caribbean traditions, she's creating a dental natural care for sensitive, melanin-rich skin while uplifting her communities by honoring the stories and rituals passed down through generations. Cora, the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Cora, founder of Origine, a Haitian family-founded skincare brand that transforms Caribbean botanicals into culturally grounded rituals for sensitive, melanin-rich, and complex skin. We spell it with a J to honor the Haitian Creole spelling of the word origin. I started Origine alongside my mom, who's a nurse and certified aromatherapist, and cousin, a visual storyteller, because we were craving something deeper. Care that honored both our skin and our stories. The remedies passed down through generations, the botanicals our grandmothers used, the flowers that lined our family garden in Haiti, the rituals and the memories that made us feel whole. And we're not alone. Around the world, more people are navigating multiple identities, reconnecting with culture, and looking for care that reflects who they are. In the US alone, the multiracial population has grown 164% over the past decade, with the biggest surge amongst millennials and Gen Z. And still, their skincare remains largely underserved. This isn't about more shade ranges or shelf space. It's about nuance. If your skin is reactive, melanin-rich, or shaped by heritage like ours, you've probably felt unseen in the beauty aisle. We built Origine to change that and to remember who we are. Origine is what we call cultural skincare, where ancestral wisdom, melanin-rich care, and identity shape how we care for ourselves. We offer skincare that remembers, and our first ritual came from our memories. We built it around Shublak, Haiti's national flower, known elsewhere as hibiscus. It's bright, joyful, and grounded in a flower that holds deep meaning for us. It symbolizes courage, resilience, and feminine strength. But it's also a skincare powerhouse. It's rich in natural acids, antioxidants, and vitamin C to gently exfoliate and restore glow. We transform raw plant ingredients like hibiscus, in addition to chamomile, jasmine, and other botanical oils, into sensorial rituals that nourish the skin and honor their origin. From that flower, we created a 3-step ritual: a petal soft exfoliating cleanser, a brightening and hydrating tropical mist, and a radiant face oil. Together, they bring skin back to life without stripping it of its story. It's skincare that clarifies and softens while still feeling vibrant and rooted. Since launching, we've sold over 500 units and generated $28,000 in revenue. That's without ads or funding. Just community, storytelling, and proof of product market fit. We're stocked in 4 boutiques, and this summer, we're launching our Jasmine collection, a ritual designed for reactive skin that craves a gentler touch. But Origine isn't just about what's inside the bottle. It's about what it represents. We're building a new category in beauty, cultural skincare, where ancestral rituals, plant wisdom, and identity shape how we care for ourselves. Because for people like us, navigating dualities and craving connection, beauty has never just been about appearance. It's been about lineage, belonging, and coming home to ourselves. We've done the work to ground ourselves in truth. What we need now is support to scale it with intention. That includes expanding our retail presence, deepening our operational foundation, and formalizing partnerships with Caribbean growers who share our values. If you're connected to mission-aligned retailers, Caribbean farming co-ops, or founder-forward capital, we'd love to talk. Long-term, our vision is bold. We want to become the global leader in cultural skincare. Because Origine isn't just a brand, it's a new standard in beauty. One where heritage is honored, rituals are remembered, and care is never skin deep. Because it's our mother's gardens, our people's wisdoms, our family's roots, and now your new ritual. Thank you again for your time. My name is Cora, and we'd love to connect with you.
Thank you, Cora. Now let's welcome Ada Shea, founder and CEO of Fluency Beauty. Ada is redefining beauty with superfood-powered cosmetics that nourish the skin and challenge industry norms. She offers clean, expressive alternatives to conventional products, free from toxins and waste, using modern plant-based makeup colored entirely by vegetables. Through her creations, Ada invites her community to embrace confidence and celebrate their unique beauty. Ada, take it away.
Hi, my name is Ada Shea, and I'm the CEO and founder of Fluency Beauty. As most little girls remember, I was watching my mom get ready in the morning for work, and she was putting on her makeup. I asked her, "Mom, do you think I'm beautiful?" She goes, "I don't know." And I was shocked. And I retorted, "What do you mean you don't know? Aren't you supposed to tell me I'm the most beautiful girl in the world?" She replied, "No, that's something for you to figure out." It took me all my life to understand what my mother's wise words meant. At the time, it felt like rejection. It definitely stung. But now I understand that it was a lifelong invitation to define beauty for myself, because beauty to me is a language of how you feel in your body, of how connected you are to the world around you. It's about being fluent in your inner voice and your continuous expression of who you truly are. But here is the problem. The global beauty industry is worth over $650 billion, and yet most products still rely on toxic formulas, synthetic dyes, and narrow ideals that tell us how we should look while doing real harm to our health and the environment. Even cosmetic manufacturers have reported that over 73,000 products on the market contain 88 chemicals linked to cancer, birth defects, and reproductive harm. Fluency Beauty bridges the gap between makeup and health. Our formulas are plant-based and colored from superfoods like beetroot, radish, potatoes, spirulina, and turmeric, all sourced from regenerative agriculture. Studies show regenerative farm crops have higher nutrient density and anti-inflammatories and antioxidants. When translated to makeup, that means it's very good for your skin. Every swipe of color isn't just nourishing your skin, it's nourishing the soil too. Our hero product is Multi-Stick, a buttery buildable formula designed to flow with you. Use it on your cheeks, your lips, your eyelids, or wherever you want a natural flush of color. It's one stick, multiple looks, because your beauty doesn't need to be boxed in. Each shade is named after an affirmation like brave, I am perfect, I am powerful, because makeup at its best is more than surface level. It's a way to reflect who you're becoming. We're not here to cover you up, we're here to help you show up. And it's resonating. We've had over 250 orders through organic growth. Our customer acquisition cost is at $2 and even catching the eye of Estee Lauder. On top of that, we've offset over 55 pounds of plastic to date. At Fluency Beauty, we believe makeup should feel like coming home to yourself, and the choices we make as a beauty brand should support a more beautiful planet too. That's exactly where Fluency sits. Clean, color-rich, compostable, and connected to something deeper. We're building a world where beauty is a conscious ritual, one that honors your health, your story, and that of the earth. Because the truth is, you don't need anyone to tell you you're beautiful. And just like a good therapy session, you just needed the tools to remind you that you already are. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada. Up next is Laura Ashley, CEO of Lashley. Laura is a STEM educator and founder of a 100% natural beauty brand that merges science, entrepreneurship, and wellness. Through her Little Science Lab initiative, she's empowered over 4,000 students with hands-on STEM experiences that build confidence and inspire future innovators. Laura, the mic is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Laura Ashley, chemist, educator, and founder of Laddisley and Little Science Lab. Laddisley is a 100% natural vegan beauty brand that transforms agricultural ingredients into premium products. When I couldn't find clean beauty solutions that actually worked, I created my own with my chemistry background. Beyond our products, we've also launched Little Science Lab, empowering youth through STEM, education, and entrepreneurship. The beauty industry has a transparency problem. Many natural products contain harmful chemicals, leaving families exposed to unnecessary risks. In education, there's a similar gap. Youth learn what to think, not how to create. We solve both problems by connecting agricultural innovation to beauty and education. At Laddisley, we transform raw agricultural inputs into results-driven beauty products. We source botanicals like papaya extracts, okra, castor oil, and marine kelp, then use our chemistry expertise to create formulations that actually work. Our comprehensive line includes hair care products that nourish, repair, and strengthen all hair types, body care items that hydrate and protect, and facial care solutions that cleanse and replenish. Our hair products showcase this agricultural transformation. Marine kelp shampoo, body wash, and bath and body oil for problematic skin, okra in our moisture mist leave-in conditioners for all hair types, and our papaya creamy leave-in conditioner featuring papaya extracts and castor oil for wavy and curly hair types. Through the Little Science Lab, we teach students to transform these same agricultural ingredients into body butters, sprays, and lip balms through hands-on workshops. What sets us apart is our commitment to 0% synthetic ingredients, in-house agricultural to beauty formulations, vegan certification, our educational platform, and being women and minority owned. Now, let's get into the numbers. Since 2020, Laddisley has generated over $280,000 in sales with more than 25,000 units sold. We're currently available in 6 Cleveland retail locations and online via our website Amazon, and Walmart.com. Our velocity amongst retailers is 2 to 5 products sold per week per retailer, with a projected 35% increase in 2025. Little Science Lab shows promising momentum as well. Since launching in 2024 with over $25,000 in sales, we've sold over 3,000 students with 200% growth from January to June this year. We're targeting massive markets with realistic goals. $1 million in Lavishly revenue requires just 0.006% of the $17 billion US natural beauty market, with a focused niche on Midwest and Mid-Atlantic retail, while Little Science Lab's $1 million target represents only 0.0017% of the $60 billion US STEM education market. We're seeking partnerships to scale both businesses. For Lavishly, to expand our agricultural sourcing, scale retail presence, and increase production. For Little Science Lab, to expand STEM kits and workshops to reach more schools and communities. Your investment drives agricultural innovation in beauty while empowering young entrepreneurs and supporting the agricultural value chain. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Laura Ashley, where science meets beauty and education through agricultural transformation. I look forward to continuing the conversation about how Lavishly and Little Science Lab can partner with you to revolutionize both the clean beauty industry and STEM education. You can contact me at laura@lavishly.com to learn more. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. And to close out our beauty, skincare, and ritual theme, please welcome Stacy Cherie, founder of Suhuhini Skincare. Stacy is revolutionizing body care with a conscious clean beauty brand that blends ancestral African wisdom with modern formulation, inspired by her journey to northern Ghana. Through handcrafted skincare rooted in tradition and science, she helps heal skin, uplift villages, and carry culture and legacy in every jar while supporting sustainable economic growth. Stacy, over to you.
Hello, my name is Stacy Cherie, and I'm the CEO and founder of Suhuhini Skincare. Your skin, your story, our legacy. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. For most of my life, I knew I was African American. I just didn't know exactly where my ancestors came from. Like so many in the diaspora, I belonged everywhere and nowhere at once. I personally struggled from chronic, dry, cracked, and inflamed skin. I am not alone. 1 in 3 people suffer from skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, or chronic dryness. 60% of adults report sensitive or reactive skin. And in the Black and Brown communities, ashiness, dullness, and inflammation is often overlooked or dismissed by mainstream brands. We speak directly to an underserved, values-driven demographic, multicultural women ages 25 to 55 who are health conscious in their ingredients, rooted in wellness, identity, and community. Suhuhini sits at the intersection of a $122 billion global skincare market, and culturally body care right now is at a $300 million plus segment with a rise in demand amongst millennials and Gen Z buyers. We craft deeply nourishing, effective skincare using high-quality African-grown botanicals, moringa, shea butter, Bible oil, and other rich ingredients. We source locally in Arizona our jojoba oil. All of our products is made with no harsh chemicals, no synthetics, just pure goodness to help you heal, hydrate, and transform your skin. Our 3-step ritual, our magic exfoliator. It comes in 2 textures, both gentle and firm, to help you exfoliate those hard to reach areas to smooth and refresh. Our Shea Soap Beauty Bar is gentle to help you cleanse and restore. And our rich body butters to help you nourish, buff, and polish your skin for a healthy glow. Our mission is simple. We heal skin, uplift villages, and carry culture in every product. At Suhuhini Skincare, we're grounded in truth and transparency in what's in our products, tradition and respecting ancestral knowledge, and transformation of how we treat skin, reclaim identity, and uplift communities. With my deep roots in fashion, wellness, and travel, Suhini is backed by a well-rounded, impact-driven team that now stretches across the U.S. to Ghana. All started by one cab ride in New York City. This Ghanaian driver spoke life into me. Something sparked a self-discovery journey, and next thing I knew, something shifted and I was on a plane to Africa. I traveled over 5,000 miles where my existence began and Shade Trees grew. I met these women in Tamale where they weren't just making this skincare with manufacturing, it was ancestral, it was heritage, it was healing, it was the ritual. These women welcomed me. They gave me a name after one of their own. Suhini, it means one heart, the person who keeps her promise. And at the center of that very promise, I make sure that with every purchase, proceeds go back to the women of Tamale, from cement and cement floors to providing large water tank and water supply for water storage. From village to vanity, from doorstep to continent, Suhini is scaling with intention. We drive growth through Shopify, Amazon Prime, social commerce, boutique and wholesale retail, and pop-up activations. Join us. We are raising $300,000 to scale a movement rooted in culture, care, and community. We'll use these funds for inventory and product production, manufacturing and machinery fulfillment, rebrand and packaging, and to amplify our brand. Inspired by our products, let's talk business. Suhini Skincare. Stacey Cherie. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacey. Now, I'm excited to welcome someone who has been a key force behind the scenes, helping make this program at today's event possible. Please join me in welcoming Dora Egan, Development Manager, who will share more about our meaningful partnership with Walmart.org and introduce today's inspiring keynote speaker, Monique Carswell, Director of Strategic Initiatives at Walmart.org. Dora, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I have the great privilege and honor of extending our team and the founders' utmost gratitude to our partners for their generous support and investment in the Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program, powered by Watson Institute and generously sponsored by Walmart. Today's event marks the culmination of the inaugural year of the Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program, a highly selective entrepreneurship training program designed to support community leaders and entrepreneurs who are building purpose-driven, agricultural-based businesses and preparing to grow into the retail space. Throughout the program, the Retail Readiness founders have engaged in intensive training focused on strengthening their business fundamentals, refining their go-to-market strategies, and gaining the tools needed to thrive in today's evolving retail environment. The Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program has not only helped unlock new opportunities for these entrepreneurs, but also reaffirmed the importance of investing in inclusive economic growth and local innovation. Thank you, Walmart, for being such incredible partners. It's an honor to do this work alongside each of you, and we look forward to all that's to come. With that, I'm delighted to introduce you to Monique Carswell, Director of Walmart.org's Strategic Initiatives.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Dora, for that warm introduction. I'm Monique Carswell, Director of Strategic Initiatives at Walmart.org. It's truly an honor to be with you today at the Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program Summit. At Walmart, we believe in the power of community. Since 1962, when Sam Walton opened the very first Walmart store, our mission has been simple: help people save money so they can live better. And through Walmart and the Walmart Foundation, we've extended that mission into the heart of the communities we serve, investing in people, ideas, and solutions that create lasting change. Last year alone, Walmart and the Walmart Foundation contributed over $1.7 billion in cash and in-kind support to initiatives that drive meaningful impact. But what makes our work truly powerful is when we can combine the scale of our business with the brilliance of local leaders. Leaders like the 30 entrepreneurs we're celebrating today. These founders were selected from 25 communities across 15 states, places where inequality is deeply felt, but where innovation and resilience shines even brighter. Each of them is building a retail product rooted in agriculture, but their work goes far beyond business. They're tackling food insecurity, promoting sustainable farming, and creating economic opportunities where they're needed most. Through the Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program, Powered by our partners at Watson Institute, these entrepreneurs have received world-class training, mentorship, and retail readiness certifications. They're also leading base camps, 3-day intensive workshops that will reach over 375 early stage entrepreneurs across the country. That is not just impact, it's a movement. And what's most inspiring is that these founders aren't just building businesses, they're building ecosystems of opportunity. They're proving that when we invest in people who are closest to the challenges, we unlock solutions that are bold, sustainable, and deeply rooted in community. At Walmart.org, we're proud to support this work, and today's summit is a celebration of what happens when that commitment meets courage, creativity, and community. To all the founders, thank you. Your vision, your grit, and your leadership are lighting the way forward. And to everyone joining us today, mentors, investors, community partners, thank you for being part of this journey. You can learn more about our work at walmart.org, and I encourage you to keep the energy going in the chat. Drop a congratulations, a word of encouragement, or a connection you'd like to make. Now, after a brief intermission, we'll continue hearing from these incredible entrepreneurs. So let's keep building together. Thank you so much.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a moment to recharge and take in everything we've experienced so far. And a big thank you to Cynthia for guiding us through that inspiring second round of pitches. Before we dive into our final group, I'm excited to zoom out for a moment and reflect on the broader impact these founders are making in their communities. And to help us do that, please welcome Mary Campbell, our Senior Basecamp Programs Manager. Mary will share more about the transformative work happening through Basecamps, where founders are bringing their products, knowledge, and leadership directly to the communities they serve. We'll also get to hear from Brittany MacArthur, founder of Herbal Session, who will tell us about her Basecamp in Chicago and the impact it's had on her community. Mary, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Evie. My name is Mary Campbell, and I'm the Senior Programs Manager at Watson Institute. As part of the Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program, each of these powerhouse founders are required to host an impact event during their 16-week journey. It's a wonderful but ambitious task, especially considering that many of these entrepreneurs are working full-time jobs, raising families, and building their ventures all at once. These founders truly represent the future of sustainable entrepreneurship, each bringing unique solutions to pressing issues across the U.S. through their venture work and through the events that they're hosting throughout the course of this program. These events are what we at Watson Institute call a base camp. They are defined as powerful 1 to 3 day events that showcase the founders' work to the community. These founders create what these events look like, and they're all a little bit different. They all create spaces for authentic connections, meaningful conversations, and forward momentum, helping to bring big ideas to life. And despite these challenges, these entrepreneurs approach event planning with incredible grace and thoughtfulness. For most of them, this isn't just a program requirement, it's a chance to make a real impact on their communities. And today I'm excited to highlight just how transformative these events have been, not only for the communities that they're serving, but for the founders and the impact that they are able to generate. On average, the founders are dedicating over 50 hours outside of their regular sessions to plan and host these events. And at Watson Institute, we are deeply proud of their efforts. We know they're not an easy feat. We're seeing the ripple effects of these base camps grow stronger every day, changing lives one event at a time. One of these founders, Ada, she hosted her base camp for over 100 participants in New York City. It was called the NYC Vegan Spring Soiree in New York this month, in which she stated, the NYC Vegan Spring Soiree was an unforgettable night of music, art, comedy, and conscious connection to celebrate veganism and the earth, to promote sustainability and the planet. Some key outcomes were getting in front of more like-minded individuals and having genuine conversations and real connections within the community there. So, to all of the founders, thank you. Thank you for trusting our team to help guide you on this journey. Thank you for the long hours that you spent planning, developing, collaborating, and working through event planning. We know that it's not easy. And most of all, thank you for trusting the process. Your dedication is creating meaningful impact through base camps all across the US, and we are truly appreciative of the efforts that you put in. We're so proud of you and the work that you're doing, the momentum that you're creating, and we cannot wait to see what's next from you. Brittany, the floor is yours.
We have the honor of collaborating with one of Chicago's finest local nonprofits, Rosa Matters, in partnership with Walmart and Watson Institute to clean up and grow in the heart of Chicago's historic Rosen community. This event was personal for me. I grew up just on the outskirts of Rosen. I've mentored youth here, served the community through social work, and listened intensely as elders pass down stories rich with history, resilience, and pride. This was a full circle moment for me because revitalizing Roseland isn't just about economic investment. It's about healing, empowerment, and long-term care for the people who I call home. That's where Rosa Matters and mission-driven wellness brands like myself, Herbal Session, come in. Our base camp event was a beautiful demonstration of what's possible when we come together. We nourished the body with herbal-infused immunity detox drinks. We restored the spirit with education on growing herbs and building self-sufficiency.
And we grew by canvassing needs, sparking collaborations, resources, and laying the groundwork for what's to come. We cleaned, we learned, we broke bread, we communed, and we grew. We gathered the cleaning crew, rented two buses full to canvass the Rosen community and clean up the neighborhood. We wanted to show the community that we can be self-sufficient in caring for, maintaining, and growing our own way back to revitalization. Luckily, NBA legends Bill Cartwright and Sam Hill even stopped through to drop powerful gems to the youth. A big shout out to Chicago Grows Foods and Mathers Age Well for bringing resources on free hydroponic garden kits. And of course, a huge shout out to Rent a Grill. You fed the soul. At Herbal Session, we believe that healing starts from the root, pun intended. Our upcoming wellness center, located right in the Rosen community, will continue this mission. With over $130,000 in promised grant funds from the Be Good Foundation and the City of Chicago, we're building something meaningful. A wellness cafe, a community garden, a body care shop, and a space for horticulture, education, and mindfulness. The base camp was more than an event. It was a reminder that just like herbs, just like crops, our communities can grow too. One seed at a time, one caring act at a time, with love, support, and nourishment, we thrive.
Thank you so much, Mary and Brittany. Now, as we enter the final group of pitches, we're shifting our focus to health, healing, and wellness, where founders are reimagining what it means to care for ourselves and our communities. From plant-based remedies to emotional wellness and regenerative agriculture, these founders are restoring connection to body, mind, and earth through every product they share. Let's meet the 5 founders leading this work. First, please welcome Akil Farouk, founder and chief scientist of Mama's Juju. Akil is a synthetic organic chemist, educator, and founder of Mama's Juju, a health and wellness brand blending scientific rigor with holistic wisdom to deliver high-quality nutritional products. Akil works to empower communities to improve their health, aiming to make holistic health through nutrition accessible for all. Akil, take it away.
Hello, I'm Akil Faluke, and I'm the founder and chief scientist of Mama's Juju. Mama's Juju is a holistic nutritional health and wellness brand combining ancestral wisdom with modern science to create products that make you feel healed and whole. Our mission is simple: to heal and empower communities through the natural power of plants, food, and traditional remedies. Today, millions of people, especially in underserved communities, struggle with preventable illnesses like diabetes and high blood pressure, largely due to poor nutrition. Despite an abundance of food options, real, whole, culturally relevant, and nutrient-dense foods are still hard to access on a regular basis. People want better food, they just can't access it. Instead, fast food and junk food dominate the landscape, fueling cycles of poor health. Here in Minnesota, where Mama's Juju was born, Black adults are nearly twice as likely to die from heart disease compared to white adults. That's personal for us, and it's why we're here to change the narrative. Mama's Juju offers fresh, organic, Caribbean sea moss gels and energizing cold-pressed juices made for your health and made with love. Every product is made to order using the highest quality sourced ingredients to preserve freshness and maximize nutritional value. Where possible, we aim to source ingredients directly from local farmers, transforming raw agricultural goods into powerful wellness products. We offer local delivery and ship our sea moss products nationally, making it easy and convenient to access true healing foods. Our approach is built on both science and tradition. As a trained synthetic organic chemist, I went into medicinal chemistry, wanting to create medicine to heal people. During that journey, my grandmother Jeanette, a lifelong believer in holistic health, was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer and given 6 months to live. Through natural remedies and holistic practices, she lived 9 more vibrant years without chemo or radiation. Her healing journey inspired me to believe deeply in the power of nature's medicine and in blending it with modern science. The world is ready. The plant-based wellness market is expected to reach $162 billion by 2030, and sea moss alone is a $2.5 billion and growing sector. We are perfectly positioned to ride this wave. We've created a demand in this market and have the customers and supporters to show it. Since officially launching in 2022, Mama's Juju has generated over $40,000 in revenue, growing steadily month after month. More than half of our juice customers return to order again, and over 40% of our sea moss buyers are repeat customers. Our customers trust us because of our consistency, freshness, and personalized customer service. We are expanding, finalizing a partnership with a local restaurant for pickup orders, growing our product line with larger juice sizes, new sea moss flavors, and soon, functional juice shots. Consumers today aren't just buying food, they're seeking healing and functional benefits, and that's exactly what we offer. At Mama's Juju, we're not just selling juice or sea moss, or restoring trust in the power of food to heal. We're showing what happens when science meets legacy and when community comes first. If you believe in accessible wellness, cultural healing, and bold entrepreneurship, we want to build with you. We're seeking investors, partners, and champions who see the value in what we're creating and who are ready to grow this impact with us. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Akil. Next, let's hear from Joyson Bellissimore, founder and chief hydration officer of Jay's Watermelon Aid. Joyson promotes heart-healthy, all-natural watermelon drinks to combat chronic conditions like heart disease. Made from fruits sourced from local farms, his refreshing, sugar-free beverages support heart health and high blood pressure management, while empowering local communities with job opportunities. Since launching, his venture has hydrated thousands, created youth employment opportunities, and built partnerships that advance wellness and economic development. Joyson, the stage is yours.
What if I told you that there was a refreshing way to combat one of the deadliest conditions affecting communities like mine, Baltimore? My name is Joyson Bellissimore. I'm the proud founder of Jay's Watermelon Aid, and I'm excited to share with you more about my venture that's on a mission to promote heart-healthy hydration in Baltimore and beyond. But before I do, I have to share with you a few staggering statistics according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. According to the CDC, heart disease is a leading cause of death, causing 1 in 5 deaths globally in 2024. Nearly half of all adults have a risk factor such as obesity, high blood pressure, or smoking. And the disease disproportionately impacts African Americans who are more likely to develop high blood pressure at an early age. And that was once me. When I was 20 years old, I found myself hospitalized with a mild heart attack. My blood pressure was 165/80, and I believe it was a combination of the suppressed grief of losing my mother at a young age, going from her lovely home-cooked meals to living with my father and I, who often relied on more processed foods higher in sugar and salt, as well as a really sedentary lifestyle that led to a lack of exercise. From that day on, I knew that I had to do something to take better care of my heart, not only for myself and my community. What I had no idea is how agriculture would play a role in doing so. In 2023, I launched Jay's Watermelon Aid after learning that watermelon, my favorite childhood fruit, was high in L-citrulline, an amino acid that has been shown to actually reduce the risk of heart disease. Watermelon has been a loved fruit in my community, and I saw this as a great alternative to the sugary drinks that are linked to conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. My operation looks a bit like this. When in season, I love going to the local farmers markets to source seeded watermelons and taking them to our commercial kitchen where I work with seasonal interns using commercial juicing equipment to create our hydrating blends and frozen treats. Our refreshing options serve health-conscious consumers looking to reduce their sugar intake, active individuals that regularly exercise, and work out due to the high electrolyte and mineral content that watermelon contains, as well as local nonprofits and social enterprises that value working with small local businesses like my own. Through these markets, which are continuing to grow as people become more health conscious and interested in working with local businesses, I've been able to generate over $50,000 in revenue, have been profitable since February of 2024, with all of my offerings generating around a 60 to 70% profit margin, and being able to continue my operations owning 100% of the company and operating at around a 30% profit margin. I'm even more excited about the impact that I've been able to have in my community. Since launching, I've hydrated over 5,000 Baltimoreans, and we actually were voted best drink by Maryland Vegan Eats. I've now hired 4 interns that earn $15 an hour working in our commercial kitchen, as well as learning personal skills, personal enrichment, and career building skills. And I've also been able to contribute $15,000 to other minority-owned businesses for our operations and marketing channels, in addition to working with numerous other social enterprises. Since being a part of the Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Program, I've been able to develop a relationship with a co-packer who can really help further our mission to hydrate more communities in need of healthy hydration. I'm currently fundraising to support our initial run, as well as a commercial vehicle that will help to expand our offerings through delivery, e-commerce, and hydration stations in partnership with restaurant establishments in areas where communities are underserved. I've been supported by an amazing team of colleagues as well as advisors who have cumulative over 30 years of experience in manufacturing and CPG, as well as numerous entrepreneur support organizations such as Curate, the Chesapeake Agricultural Innovation Center, and I'm happy to add Watson and Walmart to our growing ecosystem. I'm so grateful to have been a part of the program and excited to have your continuing support in growing our mission to make heart-healthy hydration more accessible and see communities less impacted by diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Through the QR code, you can help connect us to buyers, funders, and advisors, or even reach out to our email, enjoyjayswatermelon.com, if you'd like to be a part of our growing mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyson. Now, please welcome Kim Harris, founder and CEO of Grace and Luminance. Kim empowers individuals and organizations through immersive scent experiences and workshops. Her candles use essential oils from botanicals grown with regenerative farming practices, blending sustainability with purpose. Her work transforms fragrance into a powerful tool for emotional branding, storytelling, and community wellness. Kim, take it away.
Suddenly, bees. They're drawn into the fragrances of my candles like they're nectar. People are scattering and I'm panicking. But one woman walks up calm as ever to me and she says, "Well, if the bees love them this much, I've got to have them." She bought 2 of our largest candles that day, and I realized something. When your product is real, rooted in nature, emotion, and intention, the right people always find their way to it. Our ecosystem has 3 pillars. Consumer products, these are our candles, room sprays that are crafted with proprietary coconut and vegetable wax blends, and fragrance oils derived from a mix of safe synthetics and agricultural botanicals like citrus peels, herbs, woods, and resins. We also have our private label services. These are custom fragrances and branded scent collections for companies, nonprofits, and fundraisers. And our workshops and events, these are mobile and on-site candle making for team building, wellness, and community. Everything we do blends storytelling, scent, and soul. And it all starts with natural inputs transformed into intentional products. This is the essence of Grace and Luminance, not just a product line, but a sensory story. Each fragrance is handcrafted to shift energy, ground rituals, and leave lasting impression on shelves, in rooms, and in people's lives. Why scent and why now? Well, scent isn't just fragrance. It's identity, emotion, and memory. It bypasses logic and connects directly to how people feel. Studies show that scent can influence up to 75% of our emotions, but most brands still rely on sight and sound. Well, not Grace and Luminance. We're here to fill the gap, turning overlooked senses into unforgettable experiences. In one bold year, we transformed flame into forward motion. We've hosted 50 plus workshops on site and off. We've partnered with First Financial Bank for gifting and team building. We've launched private label collaborations and scent-based fundraisers. We've gotten accepted into the Watson Institute's Retail Readiness Program, and through that, received support from the Walmart.org What's Next for Grace and Luminance. We're expanding our mobile workshops, hoping to launch our DIY creation kits nationwide, finalizing our AI scent identity system, and building a lean, creative team to help us scale with intention. And what's our ask today? We're seeking $75,000 to buy and brand a vehicle for on-site experiences, increase capacity for kits and private label products, hire creative and operations specialists, and finalize that scent identity system that we mentioned. We're also open to aligned non-monetary support like vehicle donations, retail placements, pilot partnerships, or strategic mentorship. So this isn't just a capital ask, it's an invitation to co-create a movement. Let's send the future together by building something people don't just buy, but feel. I'm Kim Harris, and this is Grace and Luminance. Let's craft something that lingers in hearts, in rooms, and in memory, one scent at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Up next is Belle Jordan, founder and CEO of Perfect Peace Tea. Belle is blending wellness, culture, and sustainability by crafting premium organic tea beverages that celebrate diverse traditions and promote overall well-being, with a focus on empowering communities and fostering global connections. Belle, the mic is yours.
Perfect Peace Tea. It was on my knees in prayer I heard a gentle whisper of Isaiah 26:3, and to dream. It was in that moment that Perfect Peace Tea was birthed. Founded in faith, our drinks are crafted with passion, but we are focused on wellness. The business journey began when we launched direct to consumer on e-commerce store in March of 2024. But my tea journey started long before then. If we haven't met, my name is Belle Jordan. I'm the founder and CEO of Perfect Peace Tea. My love of tea is steeped in cherished family traditions, from tea time with Nana to tea and toast with Dad on Sunday mornings to sunny afternoons with my siblings, sharing fruit tea, and also with my mom. Perfect Peace Tea honors premium tea, but also connection, culture, and meaningful experiences. My family traditions were enriched by global travel and global tea culture. My journey spans living abroad as a professional basketball player. I found myself in Nihao, Shanghai, and Fujian, China. China is one of the largest exporters of the finest green teas, and I found myself immersed in tea culture and the art of cultivation, the ceremonial aspects and the communal aspects. As my journey abroad led me to Merhaba, hoş geldiniz, evet, Türkiye. It was in Turkey that I fell in love with their deep chai traditions, their precise brewing methods, and the communal experiences. These were initial influences for Perfect Peace Tea. It was in Korea, Annyeonghaseyo, Taiwan, that I learned tea production from planting to harvest, learning from tea masters the art of brewing. This influenced Perfect Peace Tea's approach to crafting premium, quality, modern wellness beverages. Tea is the number 2 consumed beverage in the world today. In the United States, 159 million tea drinkers drink tea today. So what's the problem? Well, let me spill the tea. Consumers are smarter than ever. They are very conscious that when it comes to ready-to-drink beverages, 70% of actually what's in that bottle is artificial and preservatives. Conscious consumers are thirsty for a better solution. The Perfect Peace Tea solution bridges tradition and wellness in every bottle. Perfect Peace Tea delivers wellness and culture through premium bottled teas paired with experiential pop-ups that celebrate community, connection, and cultural storytelling. We start with our foundation, premium quality tea leaves. From hot to steep to immediate bottle, we carefully steep each tea to bring out its full flavor so you can enjoy a fresh cup of tea anytime, anywhere. Let's get into how we craft the perfect bottle. We focus on quality. What differentiates us are our 4 focus areas. We start with our integrity of ingredients, our formulation process, which steeps to preserve flavor, nutrients, and purity of tea, and we craft for wellness. Unlike the mass market brands that dilute their drinks with just water and sugar, Perfect Peace tea bottles are high concentration of real premium quality tea. We do 50% or more, ensuring that you're actually drinking tea. And when you think of a high quality ready to drink beverage like Tazo, which is on the market, although they add 30% more of tea, consumers have talked about the lack of quality, describing it to be flavorless, bitter, and lack digestion benefits. So when we think about Perfect Peace Tea and bringing ready-to-drink bottles to the market, here's the opportunity. Despite consumed beverages in the U.S. being high for tea, it remains underrepresented in the premium wellness space. Perfect Peace Tea wants to seize an opportunity to capture 4.5 to 8 million in sum over the next 1 to 3 years. Our main focus is going to be natural, ready to drink, and functional beverages. And our other channels are pop-up experiential, boutique hotels and co-working wellness programs, and B2B retail spaces, studios, and wellness shops. So what have we done? We've accomplished a lot since we launched. We got incorporated in 2023. We launched online. We received our first ever funding grant in 2024. And in this quarter of this year, we started our pop-up farmers markets and small event catering. And as we move through Q2, we've done private schools, B2B, and we're also preparing to launch our first ever loose leaf blend. Now, we couldn't have done this alone. We're so excited for our team that has helped us from the beginning of our time all the way until current. So what does the future look like for Perfect Peace Tea? We are looking for partnership opportunities across hotel spas and wellness retreats. We're looking to expand our organic tea suppliers, and we're looking for opportunities to get into retail spaces. We're asking $200,000 investment. We want to scale production, expand distribution, and we want to accelerate growth. So as I close out, why should you invest in Perfect Peace Tea? Because it's where faith, wellness, and premium quality converge to create a brand that is poised for impactful growth and lasting community. So join us in brewing a better for you tea beverage. One intentional sip, at a time. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Belle. And to close out our health, healing, and wellness theme, please welcome Selena Martin, owner and operator of Vidura Teas. A doula and herbalist, Selena offers affordable, individually bagged herbal teas that make plant-based wellness simple and accessible. She uses tea as an alternative healing modality for chronic and reoccurring health conditions, helping marginalized communities reconnect with the healing power of nature. Selena, over to you.
If you're watching this, then the herbal revolution has already begun. You're not here by accident. You're here because your body whispered, maybe even screamed, that it needs more. More balance, more peace, more you. My name is Selena Martin, and I am the founder of Verdure Teas. At Verdure Teas, we don't just sell herbal blends. We share stories seated in heritage. Our mission is simple, to bridge the ancient and the now. Verdure is about more than tea. It's about connection and ritual, helping us reconnect with ourselves and the earth. Herbs met me at a crossroads when I had one foot in the grave. Verdure grew from that healing, entrenched in the wisdom passed down through many generations. The problem? Chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and respiratory issues account for 74% of global deaths. Black Americans are 60% more likely to be diagnosed with diabetes and twice as likely to die from it. All over the world, communities have been disconnected from their traditional practices, and the current healthcare system simply can't keep up, especially in communities with continued limited access. People are turning to self-care, but often without the guidance of trusted and established solutions. What is that solution? Verdure Teas, a return to wholesomeness through time-honored and scientifically backed herbs ingrained in tradition. Our blends are designed to support natural healing, from balancing blood pressure to boosting energy, all while aligning with sustainable, plant-based practices. This isn't just tea. It's a holistic way of living well. Why now, you may ask? Because the global health crisis is real. About 41 million people die each year from cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and respiratory illness, according to a study by the World Health Organization. Crippling costs of pharmaceutical medicines lead to the lack of treatment and management for chronic conditions. Over half of the world's population lacks access to basic health care, according to a study by WHO and the World Bank in 2023. Herbal solutions that work and are scientifically and spiritually backed are what the world's looking for. As the chronic illness rates continue to rise and healthcare access remains limited, people are seeking solutions that feel authentic, accessible, and affordable. Verdure answers that call. Our flagship blends address leading health concerns of cardiovascular disease, respiratory illness, chronic fatigue, and more. Each one is crafted with purpose and housed in biodegradable sachets for sustainability. We also offer private label services and ready-to-drink options for aligned businesses, local retailers, and in-person events. The market opportunity here is huge. Tea is the second most consumed beverage worldwide, with a functional beverage market of over $48 billion in 2024. Verdure serves a growing need for clean, culturally inherent wellness products, especially among millennials, Gen Z, and international consumers. We're here to offer just what the world is searching for. At Verdure, growth reflects how the world is responding to our mission. In early 2024, we launched with just 3 products and modest sales. By the end of the year, we tripled our production line and our revenue followed. In Q1 of 2025 alone, we made a 215% increase from the previous quarter. Now, with momentum on our side, we're scaling intentionally and continuing to embed ourselves in our purpose. We believe wellness goes beyond the cup, though. Our herbal tea bags can be repurposed for facial steams, baths, and even as natural insect repellent, promoting sustainability and full circle verdure. We're inviting retail partners and private label clients to join us in sharing plant-based wholeness with the world. Whether you're looking to stock your shelves or collaborate on a new line, Verdure is here to partner with you. Welcome to the revolution and welcome to our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Selena. What an incredible journey we've been on today. One rooted in community-centered impact, cultivated by passion, and blossoming with bold ideas. To help us close out this powerful experience, I'm excited to welcome someone who has helped shape the vision and impact of this program, our Vice President of Programs at Watson Institute, Dwayne Griffith. Dwayne, the floor is yours.
Thank you for the floor, Evie. I am so proud to close today with our Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program founders who just delivered such compelling pitches. After 16 intensive weeks together, I am filled with pride watching our retail entrepreneurs stand ready to transform not just their own ventures, but entire agricultural value chains. You came to us with incredible products and even stronger determination. You leave with expanded networks and, most importantly, the confidence to compete in any marketplace. The theme that emerged throughout our time together is resilience through innovation. You've learned that retail readiness isn't just about meeting standard, it's about exceeding expectations to your agricultural roots. You've mastered the art of translating stories into compelling value proposition, turning quality agricultural products into scalable businesses that creates jobs and strengthens communities. Your 16-week journey was just the foundation. As alumni of this program, you are now part of a family committed to mutual success and community impact. Our long-term support system will continue to evolve with your needs, connecting you to resources and each other as your ventures grow and create the ripple effects we know are possible. Booker T. Washington said, and I quote, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position one has reached in life, but as the obstacle which they has overcome." Outquote. You've overcome obstacles that would stop others in their tracks, and you're just getting started. What an inspiring glimpse into agricultural entrepreneurship you've all experienced today. My audience, I invite you to grow with Watson Institute. You can discover fellowship opportunities that match your interests or support the next generation of entrepreneurs as mentors, and of course, stay up to date throughout our social media platforms. Right now, let's cultivate new relationships in the chat. Please share one thing you can give to the community and one thing you need from the community. From seed to success, we're stronger when we grow together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne. As we close the 2024-2025 Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program Summit, I want to thank you, our community of supporters, mentors, and partners, for showing up with such care, curiosity, and commitment. To the founders, your work is more than entrepreneurship. It's stewardship. You are transforming raw agricultural inputs into high-value products that honor culture, promote health, and generate economic opportunity. From seed to shelf, your ventures are activating local economies, creating jobs, and making nutritious, sustainable products more accessible. As you return to your fields, your kitchens, your production lines, and storefronts, carry this moment with you. Know that your roots are strong, your vision is clear, and you are part of a growing network committed to impact, equity, innovation, and regeneration. Let today be a reminder. Your ideas matter. Your leadership matters. And the Retail Readiness Entrepreneurship Training Program community is with you for the long haul. On behalf of all of us at Watson Institute and our partners at Walmart, thank you for joining us. We can't wait to see what you grow next. Goodbye.